Okay, here we go. Everybody up? Yes. Sorry. It's for the school. Sorry.
Big tall guy can't see. Best horse to get
I'll do it when you go down.
Boston.
They're kind of in reverse place.
When does this thing get off?
You want to graduate away.
Peaches!
I got kind of an eye right here to give you a warning.
Oh, y'all recognize her. She got back to one here yet.
Raleigh!
Raleigh! After graduation. There you go.
Age! Vince!
Hey guys.
Going? Come on. Andrea, Sam. Ready? I put it out there.
Hey.
Cam. When she lost her rolling all the way there. Okay.
Yes. Come
Austin! Austin!
You gonna stop us right there?
That's a good
It looks like it hurts really good. I know when I'm not
Yeah, JP.
Yeah, here you go.
I got it.
What were you at?
62. Yep, it is. Still going. Eric. Woo!
Stop it. I got
Is on. Would you all please stay rising for the playing of our national anthem?
Flags over there.
Good afternoon, class of 2012. I thank you for coming and welcome you to the last day that any of you will have to put up with me. With that said, graduation is a very exciting time that most of us at one point or another considered not worth the effort. Though we gutted it out and we're here. Some of us more mentally than others, Alden, but nonetheless we're here. So don't screw it up. I think most of us could agree that the road through school has been a tough go-around, with a few misfortunes and a lot of misunderstandings. For example, the 8th grade sit-in. We got kicked out of school on graduation day. It's always nice to start off with high school with that credential under our belt, but give us credit. Look how much we've matured. Or when we dominated our junior homecoming and we got hosed the year after. We all know who won the scream contest and that the last game of Powder Puff football was a joke. And let's be honest, if Dan didn't have such a huge backpack, there's no way he could have carried that whole volleyball team on his back. But with all that aside, we still have some things to be proud of. Like this piece of paper that we are about to receive that cost some of us over 450 math assignments, 30 portfolio reflections, and 2,000 Spanish flashcards to get. Not to mention the countless hours spent coloring in smiley faces on Scantron tests. A lot of things have changed since the very first day of school 13 years ago. Back then, the TV was reserved for SpongeBob or Jimmy Neutron, and we practically ran on chips and soda. Now the TV is reserved for Family Guy or 16 and Pregnant, and the only thing we run on is the track to stop the chips and soda from going straight to our thighs. Back then, a plastic gun or a small doll could keep us entertained for hours on end. Now it takes $400 game console or a complicated web of someone else's personal information to even hold our attention for over 10 minutes. Back then, the most well-known person may have been George Washington, Albert Einstein, or Walt Disney. Now, the most widely recognized person is a teenage pop star whose ability to grow facial hair reminds me of his talent. Non-existent. But no matter how many things we've been through and no matter how many rough times we faced, we made it. So I congratulate all of you and wish you all sincere luck in the future. And in the words of Justin Bieber, never say never.
Take it easy. You guys' hats look ridiculous, by the way. Alright. I've heard you're the worst class to ever come through here, and I've heard you're the best class that ever came through here. Principal McCuskey, our first day of high school. It's crazy to think that we're already done. Now we are each going off to start our lives after high school. Some of us are going to college, some of us join the military, or some of us are going to start our careers. I'm pretty sure Ben James is going to be the next big rock star. Some of us are going to go into careers that aren't even invented yet in technology. Like Stuart Brand said, once a new technology rolls over you, if you're not part of the steamroller, you're part of the road. Some of us are going to be parents too, which is crazy, because whenever I see you guys, I'm not going to see parents, I'm going to see my friends, the ones that sat in the pot with me, the ones that helped me win the real scream competition this year, and the ones that laughed after me after I got pulled over for blowing my Venezuela. But I want each of you guys to take a moment to think of who got you here and thank them. You know, think of parents, teachers, friends, staff like Kim, Stice. I'll get that later. I want to thank my grandparents, and I want to thank Pat Hogan and Tim Tebow for making me the man I am today. In closing, how will the class of 2012 be remembered? Well, the Mayans couldn't even see us coming. We are loud, we are fun, we are talented, we are the class of 2012. Thank you, congratulations. may blow away, so bear with me. The awarding of the Citizenship K at commencement dates back to the 1928 commencement. Each year, beginning in the 6th grade, staff members nominate and classmates elect one girl and one boy to receive this award. A student may receive this award only once. For the 2012, the recipients for the freshman class are Mackenzie Marshall and Matthew Beard. The recipients for the sophomore class are Autumn Schulte and A.J. Swan. The recipients for the junior class are Courtney Carruthers and Brantley Sanders. Thank you. Before announcing this year's senior class winners, I would like to recognize past recipients of the class of 2012 and their parents. As I read the names, would the students please stand and face the audience, and would their parents also stand? Would you please remain standing until I have read all the winners from 6th grade through this year. In 6th grade, Rachel Elder and Ryan Kemp. 7th grade, Mariah Reeves and Blake Berner. In the 8th grade, Hope Sy and Dane Dravall. In the 9th grade, Zoe Cavon and Kyle Marlin. 10th grade, Reagan Zetterlund and Michael Bartles. In the 11th grade, Amy Fribble and Tanner Walden. And for the 12th grade, Abigail Frank and Nathaniel Hodges. Will Abigail and Nathaniel please come forward to receive their reward? Would the recipients that were up here a little while ago please come back up? We printed off your awards and they're here. Superintendent Wolf, Principal Frakes, Assistant Principal Harrington, fellow board members, parents, and the graduating class of 2012. What a beautiful day to be outside. The sun's shining, the sky is blue, and there are bets on whether or not I will sweat through this robe. Chances are pretty good. The money will be going to the Booster Club. Thank you, Rose Jennings. But this day seems pretty normal. But today is actually like a day like no other. What this day symbolizes is something you cannot undo, and I'm almost certain you would not want to do it all over again. This is the day when you and 3,235,000 other high school students from across this country receive their acknowledgments for successfully completing 13 years of education. I want to personally congratulate each one of you on this great accomplishment. However, your work is not done. You have one more assignment. This assignment has no due date, but if you choose not to do it, you're almost certain a lifetime of credit restoration. Your assignment is that from this day forward, you live life with no regrets. A life of taking on challenges and a life of personal responsibility. Once you walk across this stage, your real life begins. I'm gonna take this thing off because it's... I want to share with you some rules to life that I came across in a book I read by author Charles Sykes, and is entitled Dumbing Down Our Kids: Why American Children Feel Good About Themselves but Can't Read. The points that Mr. Sykes makes are direct and in some cases put words to the thoughts of many parents and educational leaders in the world today. I've added my own personal touches to these rules to help you better understand them. Rule number 1, life is not fair. They say the average teenager uses this phrase, "it's not fair," almost 9 times a day. But research tells us that they will soon start to realize how true that is. Rule number 2, if you think your teacher's tough, wait till you have a boss. You just can't skip work hanging out in the parking lot waiting for the next bell to ring. Rule number 3, flipping hamburgers is not beneath your dignity. There are many great Americans who listed their first job on a resume as a chef for one of the busiest restaurants in this world, McDonald's. This is called opportunity. Take it. Rule number 4, if you mess up, it's not your parents' fault. So don't whine about your mistakes. Learn from them. Be accountable. Take responsibility and never make the same mistake twice. Rule number 5, life is not divided into semesters. You don't get summers off and there are no snow days. Rule number 6, television is not real life. If your goal in life is to live in a pineapple under the sea, or to have a reality show that promotes spray tans and running up and down the Jersey shoreline, you need to turn off the TV. Rule number 7, unfortunately, most of you will not become millionaires right after high school. You may even have to wear a uniform that doesn't have an Abercrombie & Fitch logo, and possibly reduce your cell phone plan from 8,000 texts a month to 100 texts night and weekends only. Last but not least, rule number 8, enjoy this while you can. Sure, parents can be a pain, school sometimes a bother, and life can be a little depressing, but someday you'll realize how wonderful it was to be a kid. Now, if you don't think any of these points are true, I wish you luck in whatever you decide to do. However, I think most of you truly understand that what is ahead of you are going to be some of the most challenging times. The challenges for each of you will be different. A personal story of challenge comes when I think of my little nephew, Bentley McGackey. Born to this world with cerebral palsy, the challenges he will face are many, such as will he be able to walk? Will he be able to talk? Will he be able to sit up? However, these challenges we are facing as a family head on. And with some help from God, he will be able to do things that doctors once thought were impossible. So my advice for you, don't back away from any challenges in life, as these challenges will push you to the limit, take you places you've never thought of, and turn you into the person who you hope someday to be. Who knows? One of you graduates may be the next Steve Jobs, the next President of the United States, the next school board president for the Keokuk Community School District, or maybe the doctor or scientist that develops a cure for cerebral palsy. Thank you, and again, congratulations, class of 2012. You're not done with me yet. For 125 years, the students achieving the highest grade point average for 3 years of high school has received the Kilbourne Prize, and for the past 57 years, the students achieving the highest grade point average for 4 years of high school has received the Maud Marshall Hassel Prize. For the class of 2012, we have 7 students that have maintained a 4.0 grade point average. All of these students met the initial requirements of attending Keokuk High School for 3 or more years. The Kilbourne and Maud Marshall Hassel Prize are awarded this year to Rachel Renee Elder, Kevin Charles James, Zoe Anna Kavon, Ryan Lindner Kemp, Brittany Morgan Means, John Bryce Moore, I don't know what I'm thinking, John Bryce Rose, and Reagan Joanne Zetterlund. Will these 7 students please come forward to be recognized for their academic accomplishments?
You guys gonna stay up here? Okay, I'm filming for the school. Okay. You guys I'm gonna move that over there. You can sit there.
would that would take it. Love, it might be a mistake, but it's worth making. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit out or dance, I hope you time is a wheeling constant motion, always rolling us along. Tell me who look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit out or dance, I hope you time is a wheeling constant motion, always rolling us along. Tell me who wants to look back on the years and wonder where those years have gone. I hope you time is a wheeling constant motion, always rolling us along. Tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. I hope you
I am going to be announcing the students earning a 3.0 grade point average or higher for their high school career. They are designated as honor students. At this time, I would ask that the student please rise and face the audience as your name is read. Please remain standing until all names are read. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been read. Michael Roland Bartles. Blake Darrell Berner. Austin John Black. Zachary Anthony Church. Brooke Amber Daughters. Laura Marie Davis. Christina Ann DeGroot. Dane Alexander Drevel. Sorry. Catherine Ann Edwardson. Rachel Renee Elder. Trisha Michelle Elder. Antoinette Gail Fleming. Abigail Lee Frank. Austin Dakota Hall. Erica Tylen Hadfield. Jamie Marie Peacock. Nathaniel Anthony Hodges. Alicia Carly Hines. Kevin Charles Jennings. Zoe Ann Cavan. Ryan Lindner Kemp. Tiffany Denise Lamb. Ashley Elizabeth Love. Alexis Marie Lozano Dobbs. Andrew William Long. Kyle Gregory Marlin. Meredith Ann Marshall. Molly K. Martin. Elizabeth Ann Mosier, Kylie Marie Mueller, Erin Savannah Pennington, Justin Doyle Peasley, Nicole Raina Picton, Amy Elizabeth Pribble, Lauren Marie Ryder, Brianne Mercedes Roach, Haley Morgan Rose, John Bryce Rose, Destiny Noel Schaefer, Chelsea Marie Shed, Braden Allen Wayne Smith, Hannah Elizabeth Strong, Seth Andrew Strong, Haley Janice Summers, Marley Claire Washburn, Amanda Catherine Westby, Elizabeth May Winchester, Reagan Joanne Zetterlund. These are the 3.0 grade point average honor students.
Good afternoon. My name is Larry Briggs, High School Principal, Keokuk High School. The President's Award for Educational Excellence is based on the first 7 semesters of work for a graduating senior. Students must have had 7 semesters. Students must have a 7-semester grade point average of 3.5 or higher and have a combined ACT reading and math score of 50 or a combined ACT reading, math, science score of 75 and have earned at least 24 credits in English, math, science, history, or geography. When I read your name, would you please come forward, line up in front of the stage, and the department chairs will present you with your certificates and pins. The 2012 President's Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Blake Berner, Katie Edwardson, Rachel Elder, Kevin Jennings, Ryan Kemp, Kyle Marlin, Charlotte Mosier, Justin Peasley, Chelsea Shedd, Braden Smith, Haley Summers, Reagan Zetterlund. Our Presidential Award winners. Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Class 2012, this is what you've been waiting for. Members of the Board of Education, Mr. McGackey, President, Superintendent Wolf. These candidates have met the requirements set forth by the Department of Education of the State of Iowa and the Keokuk Community School District. On behalf of the staff, I therefore recommend that they be awarded diplomas. I present to you the 141st graduating class of Keokuk High School.
being organized. I want to take this opportunity for the old timers out there. The last time we had outdoor graduation at Calvert Stadium, you probably appreciate the sun today because there were dark clouds and lightning coming over from the stadium during the graduation. So this is a welcome change from that. Caitlin Mariah Abston. Jacob Andrew Babington. Michael Roland Bartles. Alexander Roy Baxter. Barney Joe Berhager, not present. Blake Darrell Berner. Madison Stevens Bidding. Austin John Black. Stephanie Lynn Blanford. Jessica Lee Boyer. Brandon Everett Bradshaw. Raina Thailand Buckner. Christopher John Bunyan Jr. Barbara Joanne Burgess. Sierra Leanne Burgess. Cheyenne Ray Butcher. Jessica Ann Carnes. Zachary Anthony Church. Andy Deanne Clark. Rayanne Danielle Clark. Dave Cordray. Kelsey Elizabeth Curtis. Adam Christopher Cavilla. Brooke Amber Daughters. Laura Marie Davis. Christina Ann DeGroat. Alexander Cole. Brett Michael Edmiston. Catherine Ann Edwardson. Rachel Renee Elder. Kristen Michelle Elder.
Brooke Autumn Evans, not present. Spencer Evan Biker. Antoinette Gail Fleming. Richard Flockhart. Miranda Lynn Francis. Abigail Lee Frank. Dimitri John Galbraith. Adrian Diana German. Nathan James Gilpin, not present. Andrew William Goodman. Teddy Ann Gorham. Peaches Mariah Griffin. Jacob Anthony Hagee. Austin Dakota Hall. Austin Douglas Partridge. Erica Tylynn Hatfield. Tyler James Hatfield, not present. Tyler Ronald Hatfield. Jamie Marie Peacock. Chase Lorraine Hellenthal. Ray. Nathaniel Anthony Hodges. Colton Lynn Howe. Kenneth Michael Howe, not present. Aiden Lee Wren. Alicia Carly Himes. Cadence Aaron Joseph Gerald. Benjamin Josiah James. Kevin Charles Jennings. Dalton Camino Jensen. Camino, I guess it is. Shayla Marie Johnson. Alicia Danielle Jones.
Gregory Allen Jones. Megan D. Jones. Shaquille Yvonne Jones. Terry Maya Jeffrey. Taylor Marie Kay. Zoe Anna Avon. Ryan Scott Kelly. Ryan Linder Kemp. Gage Michael Kite. Vincent Alexander Corsican. Levi Garrett Crone. Tiffany Denise Land. Andrea Lynn Lazarine. Ashley Elizabeth Love. Alexis Marie Lazanda Dobbs. Kevin Marie Lynch, not present. Sarah Marie Mackey, not present. Andrew William Malm. Kyle Gregory Milan. Meredith Ann Marshall. Chelsea Ann Martin. Molly K. Martin. Jeffrey Brian Maxwell. Alex Michael May. Elizabeth Darlene McCarty. Samantha Marie McCarty. Brett Lee Scott. Brett Lee McGee. Stephen Lee McClassen. Gage Martin McGrady. Brittany Morgan Deans. And Cassie Nicole Meyer.
Savannah Elizabeth Myers. Taylor Mercedes Morgan. Joseph Raleigh Mortimer. Charlotte Elizabeth Ann Moser. Haley Marie Mueller. Joseph Ryan Nelson Jr. Courtney Gail Nelson, not present. Andrea Dawn Owen. Samantha Renee Palm. Bo Edward Harris. Aaron Savannah Pennington. Justin Doyle Beasley. Nicole Raina Picton. She told me I didn't say that right, but she said it was okay. Kennedy Taylor Postal. Elizabeth Pribble. Jade Jedediah Benjamin Pribby. Samantha Lee Reed. Megan Suzanne Reeves. Lauren Marie Ryder. Brianne Mercedes Roach. Cassie Joe Rogers, not present. Derek Matthew Rose. Haley Morgan Rose. John Bryce Rose. Brandon Caesar Rubio, not present. Taylor Ilame Rianne Sangster. Destiny Noel Schaefer. Matthew Curtis Schmidt. Tasia Denise Say. Hope Elizabeth Side. Chelsea Marie Shed.
Jacob Ryan Sigmund. Rhonda Sue Slocum. Braden Allen Wayne Smith. Tyrell Devin Smith. Austin Haley Spicer. Whitney Nicole Lynn Spurgeon. Alicia Marie St. Clair. Marlena Sue Stevenson. Mackenzie Ann Stinson. Hannah Elizabeth Strong. Seth Andrew Strong. Haley Janice Summers. Tyree Keegan Tinder. Justin James Turner. Caleb Maxwell Verdette. Oceana Lachey Wade. Tanner James Walden. Bethany Leanne Washburn. Marley Claire Washburn. Amanda Catherine Westby. Sabrina Elaine Wheatley. Joseph Dawson White, not present. Kareem Ann Wilsey. Michaela June Wilson. Elizabeth May Winchester. Amanda Jane Winkler. Michael Allen Woodruff. Dion Alexander Wykowski. Brooke Ashley Weiler. Reagan Joanne Zetterlund.
Members of the class of 2012, would you please stand and turn and face your guests. Class, you may now turn your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join with me in congratulating the Keokuk High School class of 2012. This time, audience, we would ask that you please remain in your seating area until the recessional is completed and the last graduate has left. Alexis. Hello, Alexis.
She's got a speech anyway. I forgot they have a speech. She's got to give her a speech. President of
I'd like to start off by saying that when I was running for senior class vice president, they never told me I had to make a speech. Now after I won, henceforth after, they told me, I thought, it'd be easy. I'm a pretty well-liked biracial member of this community. I was very wrong. I don't care how confident you are, standing up here talking for 2 minutes is very difficult. And I'm sweating like a sinner in church. So I'm going to do my best to entertain you for the next minute and a half. You guys might not know this, but I consider myself a bit of a loner. You could say I tend to think of myself as a woman with pack. But when I moved here 2 years ago, I knew the class of 2012 was one of my own. And my wolf pack grew by 164 wolves. Then I got to know the staff at Keokuk High School and thought, could it be? And now I know for sure I just added 176 more wolves to my wolf pack. Among these wolves are aspiring lawyers, doctors, and Walmart executives, all of which serve a great duty to our society. One fine Keokuk student once told me, by the name of Christina DeGrout, graduation is like the wind, and we are all bloom dandelions. And when the wind blows, our seeds will fly off and plant themselves in any and everything they can find. That sounds kind of like she's been watching too many episodes of Teen Mom, but I understand the gist of what she was saying. What she means is that after this day, everyone will go on to do great things and use their talents in different aspects of their lives. Looking back, we all have plenty of mistakes, but no regrets. This is not the time where we feel sad, but we should feel happy and proud for making it this far. We should also be grateful to our teachers, family, and friends who helped make all of this possible. Our families especially, since they spent the first 2 years of our lives teaching us to walk and talk, and the last 16 years telling us to sit down and shut up. And hey, even if you weren't the most scholarly wolf pack the school's ever seen, you were definitely the best looking. So here it is, class of 2012. We made it.
Come on. Hats. Still taking pictures.
Way to go,
Excuse me. Mom.
Yep.